Hi guys, you know the drill. Start sending the likes up. Let's get to 1,000 likes real quick. Share the live with a friend or 10. Let them know that it is news time. Hello, welcome to the evening news. Wallaby, hello. So I'm just waiting until John D, what's on the news? I will tell you in a bit. I'm just waiting on a few more people to get here. I'm just giving the other regulars some time to get here, then I will start the news. JMG, hello. Derek Jones. Yeah, I'm tired. Oh my god. I'm tired, but gotta do what I gotta do. Wallace, hello. You gotta do what you gotta do. I feel like Friday evening. Well, not sure if I have any. So far, I don't think I have any plans for the weekend. But hold on, I want Easter. I'm tired. I just said that. Are you just getting ready for work? Yeah. What was I going to type? Yeah, when is the Easter holiday? Wallace? I'm not worried, I'm tired. Hello, Donna. Oh, alright. I don't think I have anything planned for this weekend, so Friday. Although, um, I did say I need to start going out more, so I might go to the river or something, but outside of that, I need some sleep. So Friday when I leave work, I might take some of my pills that make me sleep and just sleep. All right. Your locks are beautiful. Thank you, Gemini. April 18 is Good Friday. Okay. All right. I'm starting the news in 1 minute. And I'm not cooking tonight. I don't think I'm cooking tonight. Right after I finish this news, I'm gonna tidy and go to bed. Honestly. Honestly. Um, although I might have to cook for real because my boss might cook lunch tomorrow at work, but I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. So I have to carry lunch just in case. Bro, I'm tired. All right, let's get into this. Maxwell, you're not late. I haven't started yet. Oh yeah, you mean cook this late? Yeah, but it's just the chicken. It's already cut and seasoned and in the fridge, so I might have to cook it. Alice, good night. All right, let's go. It's not a lot of news stories. Hello, Unruly. The Independent Commission of Investigations. Hold on. Oh my god. No, sir. Melvin, hello. All right. The Independent Commission of Investigations, INDICOM, has launched an inquiry into the fatal shooting of a suspected fugitive who reportedly engaged security forces in a gunfight in Cambridge, St. James on Tuesday. That's today. Police suspect that the deceased is 24-year-old Daniel McIntosh, who escaped from the Barnett Street lockup in Montego Bay last December. According to the police, an AK-47 rifle was taken from the deceased after the shooting. Reports are that the man was shot after he pointed a firearm at law enforcers conducting a pre-dawn operation at a premises in Cambridge. The operation was carried out as part of efforts to locate a man who escaped from the Barnett Street police station lockup in December 2024. When the gunfire subsided, the suspect, who was found suffering from gunshot wounds, was found with a rifle which had a magazine containing 4 rounds. The injured man was transported to hospital where he was pronounced dead. And we're going down the line. Opposition spokesperson on health and wellness, Dr. Alfred Dawes, says the country is currently facing a cancer crisis due to the unavailability of CT scans and MRI machines at hospitals. He says, quote, "We are currently facing a cancer crisis. If you look at the Kingston Public Hospital, that does a lot of the cancers because they cannot get CAT scans and MRIs to properly stage the diseases and work up patients, even get proper investigations like colonoscopies to diagnose the cancers at an earlier stage. We're seeing far more advanced cancers being presented and the outcomes are a lot worse." End quote. Dr. Dawes was speaking at a press conference on Tuesday at the People's National Party PNP Old Hope Road headquarters and said this delays treatment for patients who may be financially challenged in raising the funds to do the scans privately. This is sad. But, guys, Original, hello. Abo, hi. All right, so with this being said, yeah, there are sick people. We always hear of challenges of people getting the necessary tests done due to unavailability of certain machines and all of that. We know this is the reality. We know this is the case. So do not put yourself in a position to end up in the same place complaining about the same thing. It's not going to change tomorrow. It's not going to change tonight. It's not going to change right now. So do not put yourself in a position to end up in these places complaining about the same thing. The system is already broken. Do not add to the burden. Do not add to it. Take care of yourself. Make your health a priority. Eat healthy, exercise, get rest, manage stress. I cannot stress this enough. Smiley, I'm not sure. I may just cook. I have a corn from last night that I did, so I may just do the chicken, so I have something for lunch tomorrow, but I have no vegetables. I'm gonna eat source of food. I cannot eat food without vegetables, so I don't know what's going to happen. Abu Bakir, if that's how you pronounce it, hello. But yeah, guys, do not add to the burden of the broken system. Yeah, let's not. All right, and we're moving on in the news. Ian Beckford, hello, good night. Cherry Brown, hi. A man was fatally shot during an alleged confrontation with the police in the Cassia Park community of St. Andrew Tuesday morning. That's this morning. He has not yet been identified. According to Observer Online sources, about 4:45 a.m., lawmen assigned to the St. Andrew Central Police and Area 5 Fugitive Apprehension Team conducted a targeted operation at a premises in the Cassia Park area. It is alleged that during a search of the premises, the suspect attempted to escape in a Toyota motorcar, which was intercepted, and during a gun battle, the suspect was shot and killed. A firearm was reportedly recovered. Laro, hello. An announcement by Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness that the government intends to construct a new park in Mandeville has not gone down well with the town's mayor, Donovan Mitchell. The mayor has also bristled at the Prime Minister's suggestion that municipal corporations lack efficiency and will be among the first state entities to receive attention under the administration's new streamlining process for efficiency and economic development SPEED program. The Prime Minister spoke to both issues Saturday night in an address to business and political leaders at the Manchester Chamber of Commerce's awards banquet attended by Mayor Mitchell. All right. In relation to the park, which the Prime Minister had first announced in his 2025-26 budget presentation, the Prime Minister reiterated that the government, through the National Housing Trust, intends to construct a park with the cartilage of Mandeville and name it based on national ethos. He says we're looking at Brooks Park, but if the Chamber of Commerce or any other stakeholder has any other idea, it is still in the embryonic stage, and now is the time to make their views known. And what they have decided to do is that for all our parks, we will make them symbolically to honor what he calls national ethos. Pointing out that emancipation is part of our history, Holness posited that harmony and resilience are important to Jamaica. And he says, I wonder what we should call the park in Mandeville. The mayor said Brooks Park, and Holness responded with other suggestions. What about industry, innovation, solidarity, all kinds of names that could reflect something on our national ethos? So the Prime Minister announced plans for a new park in Mandeville. The mayor of Mandeville is not having it. Yeah. Politics, I tell you. Mike, hello. Neely, hello. UFW, Michelle, good night. And the annual closed season for all spiny lobsters begins today and ends on June 30. Hello, Isis. The National Fisheries Authority has reminded the public that during the closed season, fishing for any type of lobster is illegal, as the period is critical to the sustainable development of the lobster fishery, allowing them to reproduce and repopulate without being threatened. The NFA has also underscored that the confinement of any lobster in a holding device underwater is also illegal. So, guys, from April 1 to June 30, fishing for lobsters is illegal. If you're caught with it during this time, you could face a maximum fine of $3 million or up to 2 years imprisonment. No, before you say, oh, government are trying to stop poor people food, government this, government that, Andrew Holness this, Andrew Holness that, think. When you overfish lobsters, where will you get lobsters in the ocean to reproduce and make more lobsters so you can have more lobsters to catch and sell and feed your family? The lobsters need time to reproduce and to repopulate. Yeah? Just saying. April 1 to June 30 is the period that coincides with their peak breeding season. This is the time when them do the dugu or whatever it is that them do, lay them eggs and have them millions of kids. Okay, so leave the lobsters, let them do them business in peace, because when y'all overfish lobsters and say, oh, you don't care, blah blah blah, and a time comes when you go out to fish and you only get one undersized lobster or you get none at all, you will blame the government. And you will blame Andrew Holness, you will blame Floyd Green, and you will blame everybody else except yourself. Hi Fuse, what's poppin'? Okay, so if you're caught fishing for lobster during this time, 2 years imprisonment or up to $3 million. Can't say me never tell you no. Can't say me never tell you no. All right, and we're moving down the line. Just stay on the right side of the law, guys, okay? So now this new story is, it's upsetting, it's sickening. I don't even know what to say. The Child Protection and Family Services Agency, CPFSA, says it is deeply disturbed by the alleged sexual assault of a 6-year-old girl by an 11-year-old boy at the Jesse Paul Primary School in St. Andrew. CPFSA says its investigations into the alleged incident, which reportedly occurred on Tuesday, March 11, showed that the schoolboy allegedly pulled the schoolgirl into an empty classroom after school, where she was allegedly assaulted. Following the report of the incident, the CPFSA launched an investigation into the matter on Wednesday, March 12, and spoke with both children involved as well as their parents. The agency says the girl was then referred to the Ministry of Justice's Victims Services Division for counseling, psychological support, while the 11-year-old child was referred to the Child Guidance Clinic at the University of the West Indies for psychological intervention. So I heard this report that Kirk Wright did from TVJ. And the mother said when the police came, they asked the little boy if this is something he has done before, and he said yes. 11. No, yes, we can get enraged and upset and say, oh, he's supposed to be arrested, and I see people say, oh, he should be hanged and all that jazz. But we have to think about parenting. It boils down to parenting. Again, we don't know what this little boy is exposed to at home and in his community. A lot of our children these days are consuming all sorts of content unsupervised because the parents just buy the tablets and the phones, give it to them to keep them occupied so they can go about their business and do their thing, and they have no idea what these children are watching. Yeah? I think when I have a family member, when she was in primary school, another family member came by the house to spend some time. And when that child left, an older family member checked the tablet that they were using and checked the search history and saw all sorts of search keywords for porn and all sorts of something where a primary school child should not be searching. That elder family member, yeah, got so mad and was accusing his child of doing that, but it wasn't his child, it was the other family member that came over. They grew up different. One child is not exposed to certain things, the other child is exposed to certain things, so yeah, they know how to search for porn at their age. We don't know what this little boy is exposed to at home. All of this boils down to parenting. Yeah? And because he's 11, there's a law in Jamaica that says no person under the age of 12 can be held responsible for a crime. You know, so my 11-year-old, me big and have sense, me prime, like me know right from wrong, me know what I do when I 11. When I 11, me start high school. Them pitney know what them do here. But again, it's what they're exposed to, it's how they're raised. It's how they are raised. This is so sad. Now, a 6-year-old child is scarred for the rest of her life because, boy, these things make me so scared to have children. Can you imagine growing my child in the right and proper way, keeping her as much as I can safe from all sorts of harm and danger and all the craziness of the world, and I sent her to school and some bad broke pitney drawer in a classroom and rape her because him not grow good? Boy, I honestly don't know. These things make me so scared to have children. Like, afraid for care pitney coming at this earlier. Yes, Wizzo. You hear the birds? It's their sleep time. Let me cover the cage. They can't sleep. They don't like when it's their bedtime. They love when the cage is covered. Okay, good night. Night, night. Love you. See? And the noise stops. They just want it to be covered. No, I don't have any kids. It's his bedtime, so he wants the cage to be covered. All right. We're moving down the line in the news. It's crazy, man. A 12-year-old Spanish Town St. Catherine boy, 12-year-old, has been charged for breaking into a man's house and stealing money and several items and for setting a fire. He is charged with housebreaking, larceny, and malicious destruction of property. Reports from the Spanish Town Police are that between Wednesday, March 26 and Monday, March 31, the man securely locked up his house and left. A few days later, he received information that his house was broken into. When he returned home, he discovered that items were stolen to include $150,000, a cell phone, tablet computers, a microwave, and a PlayStation game console. According to the police, some items were burnt at his doorway. The minor was caught and handed over to the police. He was taken into custody where he was formally charged. He is to appear in the St. Catherine Children's Court on Thursday, April 3. Wiz? What's happening? See, he knows his name. He answers to his name. You're in Miami, Florida. I'm in Jamaica. Wiz? Wizzo? Bedtime? Yeah, probably because I'm talking. May I make nice I'm head. A motorcyclist who was injured in a crash in Manchester on Sunday has passed away. He is 26-year-old Tyler Brandon Thompson of Inverness district in the parish. He died on Monday. Reports are that about 3:20 a.m. on March 30, Thompson was driving a 28 Jagan motorbike along Sunset Boulevard in Newport when upon reaching a section of the roadway, he reportedly failed to negotiate a corner and fell from the motorcycle. Hold on. Hello, Henry. Let me see what's happening with this bird. Wizzo, what's happening? What's happening? Come here. Come. 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 He doesn't want to come out. He's so smart. He knows what he wants when he wants it. So he's on his swing in the cage. When I put my hand in, he's pecking at my hand. So that means he doesn't want to come out. If he wanted to come out, when I put my hand in, he would have just stepped on my hand. Yeah, it's his comfort noise, I realize. All right, we're moving down the line, guys. They need a treat. They have food in their cage. Junior Carter, hello. All right, let's see what else is in the news. The St. Andrew South Police are working to identify a human torso found near a gully along Chesterfield Drive last night. Reports are that about 9:30 p.m., passers-by discovered the remains and alerted the police. Upon their arrival, cops found a body missing its head, legs, and arms. The scene was processed and the body was removed. The Hunts Bay Criminal Investigation Branch is investigating the matter. Oh my God. Pedro Don, good night. Yeah, let's go down the line. And the Jamaica Fire Brigade is urging persons to refrain from charging electronic devices overnight to prevent fire hazards. The Jamaica Fire Brigade JFB Commissioner Stuart Beckford says devices such as mobile phones and tablet and laptop computers are powered by lithium batteries, which can be damaged if overcharged. So don't ever charge your cell phone overnight, because you just don't know when the battery in that phone will go into what is referred to as thermal runaway. So guys, do not charge your devices overnight. It can cause a fire. 10 mil, hello. Just a safety precaution. All right, and we're moving down the line. Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake says the 35% reduction in murders so far this year is not a statistical fluke or the result of good fortune. Rather, he says it's the product of a focused, data-driven strategy that targets high-risk individuals who are responsible for the disproportionate share of the violent acts committed in the island. The police commissioner made the statement in the latest edition of the Jamaica Constabulary Forces JCF force orders published on Monday. Dr. Blake says the JCF is fighting crime with precision tools, not blunt instruments. He calls the strategy focused deterrence. He says at its core, it homes in on the small number of individuals or groups responsible for the majority of serious crimes. Commissioner Blake says these are not typical offenders. They are repeat actors, often embedded within networks of organized violence. He says by targeting these individuals directly and consistently, and by combining enforcement with community and social service options, the JCF is sending a powerful message that the status quo of impunity is over. So the police are putting in the work. Happy-go-lucky, good night. Roy, good night. Thank you for tuning in. All right, moving down the line. Moving down the line. The man gunned down a short distance from the Buff Bay police station in Portland on Monday night has been identified as a 30-year-old Hugh Dane Royal of a Kingston address. Reports are Royal had just left the lockup and was walking to a bus stop when he was pounced upon by a gunman. He was shot in the head and neck. The police found him lying on the roadway in a pool of blood. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. The shooting occurred around 7:30 p.m., about 40 yards from the Buff Bay police station and across from Buff Bay Primary School. The Buff Bay police confirmed that Royal was released from their custody moments before the incident. So somebody was waiting for him. They say he was in lockup in relation to an ongoing investigation into a murder committed in the parish in March. The police did not disclose the circumstances which led to Royal's release from custody. This is the 6th murder in Portland since the start of the year. Hot old lady, good night. All right, and we're almost at the end of the news. And when I'm finished with the news, I have something to tell you guys. Little Easy, good evening. Hi. All right, and RJR's website is always giving trouble to load. Always. The alleged leader of the Elbow Gang, which operates in Central Village, was fatally shot Tuesday morning, that's this morning, by the police during a targeted operation in Cassia Park, St. Andrew. So this is what we read earlier. The deceased has been identified as a 39-year-old Corey Rowe, otherwise called Rasta. Senior Superintendent, who is the acting commanding officer for the St. Andrew Central Police Division, reported that a firearm was recovered from Mr. Rowe, allegedly during a confrontation. The police also seized more than 150 rounds of ammunition. SSP Harris said the police went to a property at Reese Road sometime after 4 a.m. when they were met with resistance. It is understood that the suspect attempted to escape in a car along Cassia Park Road, but the vehicle crashed into the nearby Caribbean Christian Center for the Deaf after he was shot. A subsequent search of the suspect's house reportedly led to the discovery of ammunition. And 36 people were apprehended during a major police operation in St. Mary on Monday. 2 of them were charged with possession of identity information, a charge usually associated with lottery scamming, while the others were processed and released. The 2 charged are a 22-year-old of Stewarttown, Boscobel, and a 22-year-old of Huddersfield, St. Mary. Additionally, the police say more than 60 traffic tickets were issued during the operation and 1 motor vehicle seized for operating without a road license. According to the police, the coordinated operation targeted key criminal hotspots in Stewarttown, Retreat, Three Hills, Gully Road, and Boscobel, and was aimed at disrupting gang activity, recovering illegal firearms, and detaining wanted individuals. And here in the third news for tonight, let me refresh to see if anything came in since I started the news. All right, not really seeing anything from Gleaner. Not seeing anything breaking from Observer. All right. Gabby, hello. All right, so today is April Fool's Day, the 1st of April. I was not even thinking that I didn't have that at the front of my mind. Little Scarlett, hello. I didn't have that at the front of my mind. I went to work this morning, always early. I get to the office every morning before everybody else. I got a call around 7:30 from a colleague, from a coworker to say, hey, are you at office? Can you do me a favor, please? Can you look in the kitchen, look on top of the fridge, you see there's a battery charging. Can you bring it to me? I am at Guardian Life in New Kingston, and I want to finish some work before 8:30. Me, like the good colleague that I am, got the battery, jumped in my car, drove to New Kingston, got lost at one point. GPS took me to somewhere else, and then I eventually found the place. Called the colleague to say, hey, I'm across the road at the stoplight, about to cross the intersection. Him said, okay, sure, just don't park on no yellow line. So I said, all right, sure, I'm just going to pull over somewhere and you come out and grab it. I got there and I said to him, I'm parked across from the ATM, so yeah, come and get the battery. He said, all right, cool. I was there waiting, calling, not getting him. Then Yeah, I just got fed up and I drove back to the office. Only to get to the office to see him drive in about 4 minutes later to say, laughing, to say it's April Fool's Day. He also did it to two other co-workers. Listen, I'm going to get him back. I don't always drink my soup when it's hot, yeah? So I'm going to get him back when he least expects it. And I'm not waiting until April Fool's next year. Nah. No, he got me real good. I'm not going to lie. He got me really good. I wasn't thinking that it's April Fool's. I don't even, yeah, time too serious. I'm not even run joke for purpose these days. So I didn't even have it at the front of my mind. Ascari. Yeah, him get me good. I'm not gonna lie. He got me really good. Yeah. All right, guys. So yeah, it is. I'm going to get him back for real. So that's it for the news for tonight. Winifred Burton, your birthday is today. Okay, Winifred, your birthday is today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Winifred. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Winifred. I hope you had a great day. And I hope you live to see many, 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 many more birthdays. So you don't have a partner? Why do you ask? Yeah, why do you ask if I have a partner? Eileen, good night. You're welcome, Winifred. Jay, thank you. Do I still play music after the news? I haven't done it in a while. And then because I go live on YouTube as well, I'm using both phones, one on TikTok, one on YouTube. I can't play music on YouTube because of copyright issues and blah, blah, blah. So no. But I just might start doing that again. It was fun. It was a nice little vibe when we used to keep our after dark jams, yeah? So I might start doing it again, but I haven't done it in a while. Little Easy, thank you. Ricky White, how is your brother? Ricky White, who are you? Who is asking and which brother? I have 5 brothers. So be specific. Is it a case that is a crime asking? You're asking a personal question and I want to know why you're asking. What if I don't feel like answering that personal question? I mean, my relationship status is not of utmost importance. Just saying. Crystal, I'm good. How are you? My brother Ricky, he's good. Yeah, he's doing good. Yeah, he's great. Wiz? Yes. So it seems like no, he wants to come out. 1 second. He's at the door. Yes, Wizzle? Oh. What's happening? Can't sleep? Hmm? What's happening? Can't sleep. Give me a kiss. Kiss? You really make me beg? Kiss? Just one. I'm not pressure you, just one. One little one. Whistle. Just one. Well, fine, I'll take it. Mwah. You're from Manchester, but marry and live in Kingston. Oh, okay, cool. All right. He's a little baby. See? He loves comfort. He loves this. He's so spoiled. Spoiled. Rotten. Are those birds noisy like the budgie? No, they don't really make noise unless they want attention, they're hungry, or yeah, they don't really make noise. So he was making the noise just now. It's like he makes these cockatiels make this noise when they are content, when they're comfortable, yeah? So that's what he was doing. And it's near his wind down time where he wants to go to bed. So yeah. Storm is in the cage minding her business. Yeah. So guys, if you want birds, I can give you the contact for the handler that I got my birds from. And yeah, he can hook you up whatever kind of birds you want. He has different species of parrots. These are cockatiels. He has ringnecks, sun conures, the Amazon ones. Those are excellent talkers. He has lovebirds, budgies, and some other birds that I can't remember right now. He also has macaws. So if you have it like that and you can spend $300,000 on a bird, you can get a macaw. When he first told me the price for the macaw, I'm like, yo, the bird they can skate on two line, they can jump on it and fly our country. Hello? 350 grand for a bird? Do massa. I have budget for my kids and those kids are driving me nuts. Crystal, get cockatiels. They're, well, these birds, his birds are tamed. So yeah, get cockatiels so the kids can play with them and teach them tricks and all that jazz. Little, you're from Hanover. Nice. I'm from Manchester. Yeah, so get cockatiels. One hop, I'm good. See, I taught Wiz how to give kisses, but he seems like he's not in the mood to give me any kiss tonight. Kiss? Just one, Wiz. Please. Mer. Kiss. He wants to sleep, he's not in the mood. Lulu, yes, I got them with their wings clipped, but their wings are growing back now, and I'm not sure I'm going to clip them again when they grow back. I'll put harnesses on them when I'm taking them outside to give them flight time. Yeah, so wait, is they really gonna do me that? They can't give me a little kiss, just one kiss. Mwah. Good job, my wizard. Thank you. I love you. Y'all saw that? One more kiss. No more? Nah, give me no more. Mwah. Mwah. I love you. I love you. I know he's sick of me sometimes. Can those birds be left by themselves for an extended period of time? Extended period as in for the whole day, yeah. I've left them at home for the whole day before. I just ensure that they have food and water and toys in their cage. But I don't leave them alone for extended periods though. I take them to work with me every single day. And once I get to work, I let them out on the veranda at work. They walk up and down, they roam the yard. My coworkers take them on the road with them, around the compound while they're doing work. They'll put them in the trees in the yard so they can get tree time. They're living their best lives. And when they're at home, I don't really keep them in the cage unless I'm sweeping and wiping or it's bedtime. Other than that, they're outside the cage, walking up and down in the house. Yeah. Hello, Lensworth and Michelle. Do you know Paul? Which Paul? I'm really having fun with mine. Candace, I'm happy to hear that. Can they talk? No, but they'll eventually whistle. Cockatoos are good whistlers and they'll eventually mimic sounds. Yes, Storm. She's calling me. She wants to come out of the cage. You make me want a bird? That's not good. 1 second. Storm wants to come out. Come. Step up. Good job, sweet girl. So you see, I understand them. I know what they want when they want it. So when they want to come out of the cage, they will go to the door and they'll do certain movements. And they know where the door of the cage is. So they go to the door of the cage, make certain sounds like they're calling me. And yeah, that's how I know when they want to come out. When they want to go in, I leave the door open sometimes. So when they want to go in, they'll just climb in. But don't have too much on my plate. Oh yeah? Guys, on the other day, Paul Barnaby, maybe I'll know the face, but not the name, but I don't know a Paul Barnaby off the top of my head. And the other day, she hurt her foot, and I had to take her to the vet. The whole bottom of her foot cut off. And I was so sad. I had them full of water when I saw the amount of pain she was in. It's bedtime. It's bedtime. Kiss. Mwah. Good job. I'm teaching her to give kisses like how I taught Wiz. Kiss. Mwah. Good job. How was the pet bill? All right. So I took her, when she hurt her foot, I took her to JSPCA. It is a charity-run pet place, so I didn't pay a lot. To have her see the doctor, for the doctor to clean her foot, put purple lotion on it, give her 2 injections, give both of them worm medicine, plus give me medicine to take home for her for 7 days. That cost me $2,000. I was shook. If I had to take her to a regular vet, the visit alone, the consultation alone would have been $5,000 or $8,000 plus the medication. Really, Wizzo? Really? So yeah, move so. Look here, man. Bedtime. Kiss. Kiss. Come, Stormy. You don't bother with it. You don't bother with that. Come. Yeah, JSPCA. They need rabies shots. I didn't. The vets didn't mention that. They didn't mention that. It's bedtime. Come. So, I'm going to. Will you let them mate? Yeah, when they're older, they will. Even though they can't get along right now, they're children. They bicker. They're babies. Wiz is 5 months old. She is 3.5 months old. Yes, so they don't think about mating. Their little hormones don't start raging until they are like 18 months or something like that. So yeah. So when they're older, they'll give me grand birdies. Yeah. See, the babies are gonna be so pretty. Look. See? Yeah, they don't get much bigger than this. You need a baby one to hand feed. You can send me a message. Hi, Charmaine. You can send me a message and I will send you the contact for the handler that I got them from. He has the baby ones. Sometimes I'll come buy one if you sell. All right, Mrs. Wallace. When in the future when they have babies, you guys will know. So yeah, you can buy one from me. Kiss, kiss, mwah, kiss. Where is he located? Kingston. He's in Kingston. Mwah, mwah. Yeah. The handler go overseas too? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Stormy, where you want to go? And it's crazy. Hello, Dane. You're in Ochi. I think he delivers. And it's crazy how they both have their own personalities. Storm, she's chill, she's reserved. Wiz, typical boy child. Oh my god, hyperactive, busybody, doesn't stay in one place, very curious. Right, Whistle? Kiss. Kiss. Mwah. Mwah. Kiss. Yeah, their personalities are very different. It's bedtime. I'm going to put them to bed. What? Right now, Wiz, he wants to go to bed. So you see how he's just staying one place and quiet? Usually he's all over my keyboard, on my head top, all over. It's his wind down time. Do you have to potty train them? As they grow, they learn on their own, I think. So when I just got Wiz, because I got him first, I got him December 6th. When I just got him, every time I'm holding him, I'd have to hold him with a towel on my shoulder or on my lap because he just poop on me. No, the only way he'll poop on me is if he can't find a way to come off of me. So if he's on me and he wants to poop, he will fly off or hop off or jump off or whatever. Storm is still learning. She will fly off you when she wants to poop, but sometimes she's not quick enough, which is, it's rare. Yeah. But I mean, I think as they get older, the handler says as they get older, they'll learn and understand that when they're out of the cage or when they're on you, they shouldn't poop or all over the house. They'll just pick a spot and poop there. So hopefully they'll understand that the cage is that spot, because for now, I have to, when I let them out of the cage and they're up and down in the house, I have to walk behind them and wipe up, do every minute. I have to constantly walk behind them, and as they poop, I wipe it up. yeah. Alexander Smith, hello. And what made you decide to get Storm? I got her because I wanted company for Wiz. I had him by himself. I wanted to get company for him, especially because um, when I have to leave him for work, he'd be home alone all day by himself. He'd be sad and depressed, and I didn't want that for him, so I got him some company, which is Storm. But I don't leave them at home alone unless I definitely have to. Like if I'm going to the supermarket, I leave them. But as I said, I take them to work with me every day. The only way I don't